back with another video. I hope y'all are ready because this one is so good. Let's get down to cooking, y'all. Okay guys, so this is a requested video or a requested recipe from my husband, and he loves when I make these for him. I found out about this recipe a few years back when I went to visit his mom and dad. They're called Pastelitos. A friend of the family was making them for lunch, and I had to get the recipe. And luckily his sister makes them, so she sent me the recipe. And they're kind of like empanadas. They're made with corn masa. They're shaped into like a little empanada, like a little moon, half moon shape. And they're stuffed with either rice or meat. You can put whatever you want in them, though. I like to put mashed potatoes in mine sometimes too. That's really good. You can put, you know, but the traditional is meat or rice, and this is perfect if you have like leftover rice you don't know what to do with. So I have some rice that I already made up here. Basically all I did was take some oil, put it at the bottom of my pot, and toast my rice. And I put a little bit of noir chicken bouillon flavor powder, and I put a little bit of adobo. And then I put, that was 1 cup of rice, and I put 2 cups of water to it. Bring it to a boil, you know, then reduce it to low, you know, after it's sat and boiled for 1 or 2 minutes. Cover it over, leave it for about 10 minutes, come back, check and see the water should be reduced and soaked in, you know, at least half of the way. And then you're going to turn it off, cover it over again, leave it, and it should be ready. But I went ahead and just made some rice because I didn't have leftover. And we're going to go ahead and start. So let's go ahead and start. So I got my maseca, 2 cups. And to that, I'm going to add some sazon. These are seasoned packets. And they're seasoned with achote. Now, if you can read that. Back up, achote, right there. And then, of course, I've got some... it's got cilantro in it too. Achote is what is normally used, just the achote, but I don't have any on me, so I'm just using what has it in it. And I usually always have sazon. So I'm going to put 3 packets of that into 2 cups. Cups of maseca. Okay. Get those out of the way. Then I have to start with about 3/4 of a cup of water. And what I'm going to do, and I forgot, I need to put a little bit of chicken bouillon. So about 2 tablespoons, I want to say, of that, maybe a little more. This is just to give it some extra flavor, and then I gotta get some more at the store, guys. I'm already out. Stir that about so that we mix in all of the seasonings. Now you're going to start pouring little by little. I'm going to pour about half this in. You're going to start pouring it little by little, mix it in. I made a mistake that I actually had to be honest with you, because we all make mistakes, guys. We all do. Even I do. And I've been cooking for a while. And I made the mistake earlier when I was trying to record this video of putting a little too much water. So, and I wanted to show you how to make it So, and I couldn't have done that by, you know, like taking the mess up, and I could have added a little more masa, but I didn't want to do that because you wouldn't know exactly, you wouldn't have known exactly, you know, how I put it together. You wouldn't have been able to see it. So that's why I'm doing it like this and just restarting. So I'm being honest, I messed up the first time that I tried to record this. I think mainly my issue is the fact that I'm used to doing this just on a whim, just regular cook for my family, you know, bang, bang, boom. I'm not used to doing this in front of a camera, so I end up finding myself making mistakes that, and then I feel so terrible. But until I get used to doing this, guys, I'm going to end up making some mistakes. I know it. I'm already. So, we didn't even use all of that. Let's see. There's a 1/4 cup left of water that I did not use. A 1/4 cup exactly. And when you're done, your masa should look like this. It should be like this consistency right here. Not too dry, not too wet, but just enough. Okay. Put that over there. Now this is my tortilla press. Now, if you don't have one of these, you can use a rolling pin. Or I've actually seen my sister-in-law use a plate on top of, like, you know, but with the dough between 2 pieces of plastic. And she'll use a plate and just smash it down with the plate. And you can do that too. Whatever you have. I mean, you don't have to have exactly, you know, the right type of tools. You can do with what you have. And I spray this a little bit. This is a silicone mat. See, I have a silicone mat, and I spray it a little bit with some Pam spray or some non-stick cooking spray. And then I'm going to use, I don't know how, I guess this would be like a little bit bigger than a tennis ball, maybe golf ball size, you see? And I'm going to press it down to start to make a little disc. See? Now I'm going to use my tortilla press. Don't press all the way because you want it to be just a tad thick, so that way you can fold it without making a big mess. Take your rice. I'm going to scoop some rice and put it right in the center. Now, the first time I made these by myself, I did the mistake of putting it closer to the edge because I thought that's what I needed to do. Don't. Put it in the center. Some people fold it like this, most of them, and I've done it too, but I've got the silicone, makes it a bit harder, so I just fold over 1/2 of it, press down on the sides. Forgive my fingers, they're all doughy. That didn't release quite good. Press down on the edges. Excuse me, the edges, not the sides. It's wanting to stick to the silicone though. See? Makes a beautiful, perfect little moon shape. Right here. Now, might take a while to get the hang of this. I'm going to sit it over here before I'm ready to place it in my fry pan. Show you another one real quick. I'm just showing you how to do this, guys. Golf ball. Press it down just a tad. You don't have to spray every time that you're putting this on, but you just need to spray at least after 1 or 2 of these, or, you know, after about 2 or 3. Press down lightly. It still may want to stick a little bit, but that's okay. We'll get it. Caress the edges. Make sure it's not sticking. Perfect. Press down all the way around. And you want to press down pretty firm because you don't want it opening up while you're frying it. Which, even when I press firmly, sometimes that does still happen. I don't really know why, but sometimes it does. Okay, y'all. So I went ahead and did 2 of those to show you. I'm going to go ahead and finish these up, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to show you how to fry them up, okay? Just hold on. We'll be back, or I'll be back. Okay, so I already started my oil. I started heating it up. I put, I would say probably about 1/4 of an inch of oil in there in my pan, my cast iron skillet, and these are the finished product. Don't they look good? They ain't even about to look. They haven't even about to look to the good yet. So let's get started. Okay, so I've got my oil heated up. I believe it's completely heated. Let's test it. I'm going to take a teeny piece of this dough off of the corner. Yep, that looks like it's about ready. See how it's already bubbling, floating to the top? That's what we need. That's what we want. Alright, so now I'm going to start with this one because that was the first one. And I'm going to put about 3 at a time in here. Because that's about all that'll fit in my little pan, because I also have to have room to flip them and turn them. Okay, so I'm going to turn this down just a tad to about a 7 or an 8. And I'm letting these brown up on one side. I don't want to move them around too much because I don't know if you can see, even without really moving them. Let's see if I can show you. You see how little pieces are trying to fall off? That happens. And if I move them around too much in this cooking process, they're just going to fall all apart. And I'm so hoping that these don't fall apart now. Get the spit spattered at. Move them just a little bit to the center so they can cook a little bit better. Be careful of the oil, guys. You know, when you're frying anything, oil will get you. I'm having one of mine trying to crack open, which I do not like. But oh well. And yes, I flipped over one of them that was not put in first, but that's okay because the one that I put in first seems like it wants to crack open. So I'm just doing it where I see that it's getting cooked up good. Flip them over when they start to get brown on one side. This is real easy, y'all. Don't they look pretty? It's a pretty orange color. Alright, I'm going to cut you off right now when I'm done frying all these up. I'm going to show you how to top them off. Alright guys, I got it all done. Let's see. I'm going to show you how to top them off, okay? So what you're going to do, take some pretty ones. I'm going to put 2 for now. Actually, I'm going to do 1, okay? Because this is just to show you. Put some shredded cabbage. This is just shredded raw cabbage. Okay. Take some diced tomatoes. those on top. And then what I got is some Gordo's mild queso. Melting queso. I melted it up for about 15 seconds, just a little bit, because I just wanted to show you. If you're putting, it depends on how much you put in your microwave. You might need a little bit more time to heat it up, but I'm just going to drizzle that over top. Ooh, look at that. Pretty, pretty. Okay. Ooh. Then I'm going to use my hot sauce. Just drizzle just a teeny weeny bit. Because I'm not big on hot sauce, but my husband is. I'm going to get a fork. There it is, y'all. Doesn't that look delicious? It's real pretty. I'm going to have to make another plate and do it as a thumbnail because I want you to see the big plate of it. That's what it looks like on the inside when you cut it open. Now I'm just going to take a bite and show you how it tastes. Let me get a smaller bite than that. But I want to get all of it. I want to get some of that cheese, some of that sauce, some of the cabbage and the tomato. Here we go. You don't know what you're missing if you don't make this. It has a really good crunch to it. Really good. I'm going to take another bite for y'all. Just because that first bite was for me, this is for y'all. Okay? If I can get my stuff on here. Yep. So there you go. Pastelitos. Honduran pastelitos. But my own little way. There's many ways of doing it. I know a lot of people are going to be saying that, you know, do make these traditionally. Like, are used to making it because they grew up making these. They're going to be like, Gordo's cheese? Well, that's just my way of doing it. There's different ways. Some of y'all may have made it differently in whatever, like, in other words, this is not just in a Honduran dish. It's also done in, where was the other dish it was made? Where was it also made in? Well, it's made in other different cultures. And other cultures have different ways of making it. You know, some people make it like a slaw. Some people put the slaw on the side. Some people make it to where it's not raw cabbage. I believe I've seen someone who's done it where it was cooked, kind of like, or at least, you know, pickled. Different ways of doing it, but this is just my way of doing it. And matter of fact, when I first tried it in Honduras, I believe they used crema instead of the cheese. But there's different ways of doing it. And this is how my husband likes me to do it. So, and sometimes I add crema with my cheese. So, that's unnecessary needed calories, but oh well. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope y'all are going to try this recipe. If you haven't tried any of the other recipes, definitely try this one. Please, do yourself a favor, a big favor. Try it. It's delicious. It's not that hard. I mean, after all, I've told you how to make it. Try it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe. Please hit that like and subscribe button, okay? Please. I really would like for this channel to take off, you know. I'm really excited that it's even up there. I'm really excited I even started this channel. So, please, if y'all love the content, please keep liking and subscribing. And keep, you know, referring it to all your friends and everybody, okay? So, that's it. And I can't forget, Jesus loves you. I'm going to say that in every video, regardless of who wants me to say it or not, who likes it or not. And it doesn't matter if you like it, you're going to hear me say it anyway. You need to hear it. Everybody needs to hear it, especially right now. The world is going crazy, y'all. And the one thing that people, I believe, need to hear being told to them, instead of hearing stuff on the news, what they need to hear is Jesus. They need to hear about his love and that he's with you during all this turmoil, and he's not going to leave your side, okay? So keep the faith, know that he loves you, and I'll see you in the next video, okay? Love y'all.